Sony just released their new noise-canceling headphones, the 1000XM3s, or the 1000X Mark IIIs. And they were kind enough to send me a pair, so I figured, as is usual here on this channel, I would try to do a complete walkthrough for you guys. Now, if you're not familiar, a complete walkthrough on this channel is where I try to go through every single feature I possibly can on a new device so that you guys are more prepared with all the information you possibly could ever want should you be in the market to buy one. Now, with that said, there's a lot to go through as usual, so let's get started with the hardware. The headphones are made out of this metallic material, and in this black color that I have, they have these little accents of copper that I think look kind of cool. They also have added a better cushion on top of the headphones compared to last year's model for more comfort, as well as reducing the gap between the bar and your head, which was apparently a complaint about the last ones and made them look a lot less awkward this year. The headphone cups are now a lot smoother compared to the Mark IIs from last year. Sony said this is to help with the touch sensitivity on the outside of the right cup that is used as the control. Now, I've been using them for a bit now, and even though that I've not had extensive time with the last model, the touch sensitivity is great, so I'm gonna go with whatever that choice was. It was a good one. Speaking of, you can swipe up and down on the outside of the right cup to control volume, swipe forward and back to change tracks, double tap to pause and play, and tap and hold to get Google Assistant or Siri, depending if you're paired to an iPhone or an Android phone, of course. Now, since they are noise-canceling headphones, they also added a feature that I started to love while using them, which is the ability to put your palm over the right ear cup and have it use the built-in microphones to allow in ambient sound while lowering the music volume so you can hear and respond to people around you without having to take the headphones off. This actually worked super well on the plane when the flight attendant would come over and ask me what I wanted to drink. Speaking of, it seems that these headphones, and most noise-canceling ones for that matter, are designed with airplanes in mind, since they know that most people are using them to drown out the screaming kids and zone out on long flights. Because of that, Sony actually installed a barometer in them so that they can recognize when they're on a plane or not, and then it will actually adjust the noise-canceling algorithm, I'm told, to account for the lower air density while flying. Now, under the left cup, we have our power button and a button to adjust the noise-canceling levels between 3 different settings. Now, under the right cup, we have our USB-C charging port that supports fast charging over USB-C that can supposedly give the headphones 5 hours of use in just 10 minutes of charging. Now, the battery in here is supposed to last about 30 hours. I haven't been able to even use it that long so far, but I can say that so far it hasn't dropped below even 50% for me. Now, speaking of traveling, they fold up nicely into this carrying case that now doesn't just hold the headphones, but also has a spot for the USB cable to charge it with, a 3.5mm audio cable if you don't want to use Bluetooth, and even a converter to have it go from single 3.5mm headphone jack to dual jacks, which are required on some international flights to listen to the built-in entertainment systems. Now, how do they sound and how well does the noise canceling work, right? Well, I put them in a noisy environment and put them on my head, and actually took the microphone that I'm using here to talk to you right now inside the cup so that you guys can tell the difference between a few different modes. First, here's the sound coming from the room without the headphones for a control. Next, here's the sound with the headphones on but not turned on. Here's them turned on with noise cancellation activated.
Power on. Bluetooth connected.
And here's them with noise cancellation and music playing.
We should all disappear right now. Look, you're getting all your friends and you're getting in the car and you're coming to the house. Are we clear right now, huh? You see the fleet, all the new things. Cop cars with the loose change.
Finally, here's what happens when you hold your palm to hear ambient noise from the outside.
And I ain't taking that back because I meant it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 19, 20, 21, 22.
And lastly, I wanted to test phone calls and audio on the opposite end, like the person who's actually calling me. Because this is something that Sony did say that they've improved on the Mark III versus the Mark II.
I sound like when I'm using the new Sony noise canceling headphones without using the microphone on the phone. I'm using the microphone that's actually in the headphones themselves. And honestly, it doesn't sound too bad.
There you go, guys. Complete walkthrough as best as I could on all the features on this new pair of noise canceling headphones. It sounds to me like Sony really listened to whatever people were doing with the Mark II and the complaints that they had and just basically fixed all those things in the Mark III, which is brilliant. A company that just listens and fixes things. Who would have thought? Now, the headphones are $349, which is the exact same price as a certain other pair of noise canceling headphones by a company that starts with a B and ends in an O's. that everybody seems to have on every airplane. So the fact that these are that same price, and I haven't had a chance to listen to both at the same time, but people that have are telling me that these sound better than those other ones. So I would think it's pretty competitive then, right? At least to the point where you should probably add the new Sony 1000XM3s to your short list of noise canceling headphones that you might be looking at. There you guys, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you did in the comments below what you think of the headphones as well. Always love hearing from you guys. And if you like this, please thumbs up it or share it. It's greatly appreciated. Also, check out the rest of my channel. If you like what you see there, please subscribe. And don't forget to check the bell next to the word subscribe so you get notified when I do new videos, because YouTube doesn't seem to notify anybody about anything ever anymore. As always though, regardless, thanks for watching.